So this company is not working because I'm very good at marketing or very good at selling, but because when I look at rackets, I see myself holding it.
Hello, Joel.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good. You too?
I'm also very fine, thank you. I want to say thank you very much for giving me a time, to come and talk to you today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Nice to talking to you.
Fine. First of all, I want you to introduce yourself to me, to know you better. Because, we know each other, but I don't know you too much. So today I would like to know you.
Yeah, so I'm 22 years old. I've been working here in Tennis Factory for 5 years. I did my studies in mechanical engineering at ETH. So I've been pretty busy for like 3 years because my studies were going for 3 years. And now I'm here relaxing, enjoying my time, playing tennis. Yeah.
Wow. So how did you come to tennis? Not any other things, but tennis shop.
I started playing tennis at a very late age. I started at 16 or 15, and all my friends were better than me, so I needed to pick up. And it ended up me playing every day. So if you play a lot, the strings will start to break, and you need to restring a lot. And it costs 50 francs to restring, and I didn't have enough money to restring it every week, so I had to buy my own machine to restring my own rackets. And then in the end I started to restring it for my friends, for family, and it started to grow a little bit until in the end then I thought, okay, now I've got so many customers to string rackets, I want to start selling rackets now because I can make more money.
Wow, that's good, huh? So it means that you start very late, but you become better than your friends.
Well, some friends I'm better now, but a few friends are still better than me because I think tennis is very technical. So you really need to have the right movement, the right timing, and I don't have it in my blood as well as some of my friends who started at the age of 6. But I'm okay now. I'm good enough to sell rackets, and people think I'm very good because I work in a shop. But I'm worse than people think I am.
Really?
Yeah.
But do you still play, or you don't do it again?
I still say tennis is my hobby, but I play a lot less than before. Now I haven't played for like 8 weeks at least. And when I play in summertime, I play maybe once a week max, because it's still very exhausting to be surrounded by tennis all day, even though I enjoy playing tennis. But you start to know so many people in the tennis circuit, and then they're like, oh hey, how are you? By the way, can I give you my racket to restring? And what about the new racket that was released by Wilson? And it's always talking about business in the end. So for me, when I really want to relax, I try to do other things than play tennis.
Instead of you to go there for people to bring you their problems, you prefer to go somewhere else.
Exactly,
maybe a holiday or something.
Play tennis abroad.
Okay.
No, it's just hard to really separate. Also when I go with friends, I mean, it's always about, hey, can you bring 6 rackets? And then I bring 6 rackets, and we play, we talk about rackets. I mean, it's fun, I enjoy tennis, but it's just, I talk about tennis 8 hours a day already, and then in the evening, maybe I want to talk about something else.
Something else.
Yeah, so tennis is suffering from my job, but I've got new hobbies since then, so it's okay.
So when you was playing the tennis, it was in your mind that in future you open a shop?
Never. And that's, I think, the only way why I ended up having a store, because it was such a long and rough beginning. Like in the first 3 years I didn't make any money at all. It was so much work. I was traveling 40 minutes by bike to pick up a racket, to go home to string it, and then bring it back, all for 50 bucks. But I did it because I enjoyed doing it. If I was doing it because of money or because of wanting to create a business, I think I would have given up, because it didn't make money for a very, very long time, and still it's not fair pay for the amount of work I put in. So I think it's really passion which got me there, and but it was never like, okay, now I want to have my own business. What are my hobbies? Okay, tennis and piano, so I'm gonna make a store for either of them. So it was really just, I kind of slipped in, but never the intention of making it my job.
So here you repair and you sell stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we have, this is where I come from. This is stringing. Of course, this is now a very luxurious machine. I used to have a very small machine, which was a lot of handwork. Now it's, at least you can adjust the height. When you're taller, it goes up further. When you're smaller, it goes down. Yeah, this is where I come from, but this is what I don't do at all anymore. Today I had to string one racket because I was alone. But usually I hate this job now because I was doing it for 4 years, and in the end I was doing like 20 rackets a day, and I was so exhausted. So now I'm not stringing rackets anymore. I mean,
you have somebody who's working for that.
Yeah. This is the first thing that I kind of gave away. So pretty early on I had someone stringing rackets for me. Yeah, because really this is so exhausting.
So now, how much do you charge? The same 50?
Still 50, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, tennis still is expensive if you play often. But I mean, because I know the problem and I was young and I was ambitious, I know that it was hard to kind of go all in on tennis. So we support a lot of youngsters, we support a lot of young guys who play very well, and they have special conditions. So really, even though they will never be famous and they will never bring my brand to the world, no one will know them ever, but they're like ambitious and they come to me and they tell me, hey, can you sponsor me? And I'm like, sure. I mean, I know the problem, I'll support you as much as I can. Of course, I cannot just do everything, but I think, yeah, since I came from the same direction, I'm happy to help.
That's good. So you have a few children that you are helping.
Yeah, exactly. We have like some children's program. If you have a certain level, then we're happy to help. But yeah, I mean, of course, some grown-up man or woman walking in my store needing new strings, it costs 50, because also, I mean, it's 40 minutes of work. We have the whole room, we have the machine, we have the employees, so in the end it needs to pay out. But yeah, I mean, as a 14-year-old guy paying it by yourself, it's expensive.
But I'm interested, how did you support them with helping them to fix, or supporting them with shoes or
it's more material, because usually they're also abroad, so this is very stationary. They cannot always bring it to our place, but it's like, okay, you get shoes, you get rackets, you get the shirt once in a while, because this is where the money goes. If you need to replace your shoe every 3 months, and I can support you a little bit with a better price, then we do it. And yeah, it is not really an investment I do to be more famous or to get to know my brand. It's really just an expense I do for the kids, as much as I am able to. But of course, I also know that my investment doesn't make a big difference. It's a small investment. But I think you have to put it in relation. And I'm also a small company, so I think it's.
And you have passion for the children.
I don't know if I'm. I think it would be wrong to say that. I mean, I would take it because it would put me in a better light, but I think it's not the truth. I mean, I'm not doing it because they are all very nice and because they're all laughing, because everyone on the street is nice and laughing. I could also give them some money. I think it's kind of egoistic as well, because I see myself in them, and I'm like, I would have been happy if I didn't have to pay them myself. I mean, I was not financially struggling because my parents were doing good, but still I was in an age where I was kind of I was responsible for my expenses by myself, and yeah, that's why I try to help them, but not because I'm a helper to everyone. I think that would be describing myself better than I'm actually am.
But you see yourself in them.
Exactly, yeah.
Like how you go through, that's why you are helping them. Is that also?
That's it.
That's good. So I think the children are happy to have
Yeah, I mean, this is what counts in the end. Yeah, I think they are. I hope they are. Even though the parents pay, so the kids usually don't even know that I help them, but it's okay. Also, the parents sometimes struggle to pay if the kids play tennis, and maybe they have 3 kids and all of them play tennis. So in the end, yeah, the kid is the one who benefits, even though they don't pay by themselves. Yeah.
That's good. Every penny counts.
That's it, yeah.
Every penny counts. So I'm sure that they are happy. So if I may ask you, since you start, how is the working going on? Are you achieving your goal? Are you happy with what you are doing? Have a big shop, a young boy. I know you studied just this year you finished, or was it last year?
It
right?
was summer 23, yeah, half a year ago, yeah.
Half a year ago. How was it?
Yeah, I mean,
Young boy.
I think achieving goals is very hard to say it in the moment of action, because 3 years ago I stated my goals and I think I'm far above. But now in this situation I'm like, it still needs to be a lot more, because of course if you grow also the money you spend, the amount grows, so you always need more. No matter how much I will earn, I will always need more, because yeah, the more I earn, the more employees I need, the more material I need, the bigger the location has to be, and yeah, so kind of my goal grows with my store size, but I'm happy where I am now. I would have never thought that I was able to pay my own store, or it's almost my apartment now. And what was the second part? Oh, studies.
Studying.
Yeah, I mean, this was super annoying. It was something that I didn't enjoy at all. Whereas this work, I love it. So here I can spend 12 hours a day and be happy. In university, I was like spending 4 hours a day and was hating my life. Yeah, but for me, it was always like I had to study, because this is a very insecure job. I mean, my ability to guide a company is like limited, and I'm still afraid that I will fail, and I need to have something as a plan B if it doesn't work. But I enjoy this work so much that I hope I will never need my studies.
Okay. You study what?
Mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
That's tough, huh?
That's tough, yeah.
Yeah. So
But I think I'm privileged that I'm good at school, and I think it would have been a waste if I didn't kind of support my talent for maths. I mean, in maths I'm really good, in the rest I'm really bad. But I've always enjoyed maths, and yeah, I think also for my ego, I always wanted to study mechanical engineering, and I always wanted to do it at ETH. I could have done it at ZHAW, if it's called that way in English. But I always wanted to do ETH, because for me it was like, you belong to the best, and if I had the chance to belong to the best, I always wanted to. But yeah, no, I wasn't forced to it. It was just my ego.
it was your ego. So your parents support you, I believe, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, they didn't put any pressure on me at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So did you have time also for your friends, or you was just busy going to school, coming to show, and doing all your stuff? How did you manage it with your friends?
I mean, it was very tough, especially in 1 year when we were planning this, because planning this was much more work than just working this, because now it's 8 hours and done. Planning this was 13 hours and still not done. So there was 1 year which I was super busy. I always had to pass the exams in the first year, which are super hard to pass. And there my friends' connection really suffered. The problem was I was never able to say no. So when they were asking, hey, can you come out? I was always like, yeah, sure, even though I didn't have time. So they started not asking anymore for my, like, just to help me, to support me. And I also asked them, please don't ask me anymore, because I will always say yes. So then for a year, I really kind of lost, I mean, I didn't lose touch. I still heard them once in a while, once every day, kind of, how are you? But I never went out with them. Like, they always spent Saturday, Sunday together. They went on holidays over the weekends and stuff. I had to pass for like at least 1 year. But yeah, I mean, in the end, I think it was worth it, because now I have even more time than them. And I hope that I will have even more time in the future. But yeah, this 1 year was super, super tough.
But it was not burnout, right?
Sorry?
It's like you wasn't burnout. Like it was not too much for you that you think, oh, now everything.
No, I wasn't burned out. But I was close. I mean, no, I wasn't close to. But I was like just living day to day. There was nothing that I was looking forward to, just and finish the school. I was still happy. I think I'm the kind of guy I could work all day and I would not be in danger of being burned out. But it was just like kind of the highs were not as high anymore and the lows were a little bit lower. And time for my friends suffered, and I'm very, very the guy who loves going out, who enjoys Friday evenings. Yeah, but I kind of already forgot the time when I didn't go out, because now it's been almost 1.5 years that I can live my life to the fullest again.
Good.
So I compensated for it again.
That's good. So why, if I may ask you, you say that to become an engineer, and now you have the shop. What is your future? Do you want to maintain only this, or you want to go again with your masters, or what?
Yeah, this is the hardest question, because I don't know the answer. The thing is, I enjoy this, but I also kind of want to be challenged, and at some point I'm the only one who's able to challenge me in this job, because I'm my own boss and I kind of need the challenge. When I was in ETH, the challenge was to pass the exam. When I was working for somebody else, the challenge was to satisfy the boss. And for me, I don't know, it gets boring if you're not being challenged anymore. And I mean, of course I'm still challenged because I need to be able to pay the bills, which is pretty big challenge, I guess. But since I also kind of want to go the path from my studies, I started a job, 20% in mechanical engineering, just kind of to keep in touch with what I studied. Yeah, again, if this fails, I don't want to say I didn't work for 3 years. I did the bachelor's in 2022, but no one cares. Yeah, so I kind of want to keep in touch with what I learned, and yeah, 20%.
So now you do work 20%, and then you have this 80%.
200%.
Wow.
No, I mean this is still Monday to Saturday,
okay.
9:30 to 7 p.m., which is fine for me. And then the rest, the 20% or maybe 30%, there's still Sunday, and there's still Monday evening, and there's still. I mean, for me, even when I work till 10 p.m. on Monday, it feels a lot less than what I'm used to.
Really?
So I don't feel like I'm working too much. But yeah, currently, if you want to put it that way, I have a contract 100% to Tennis Factory with my store, and I have an extra contract for 20% with the other company, mechanical engineering. So officially, I'm working 120%. Yeah.
It's good to have both, right?
Yeah.
So that not that what you have learned is like, you learn, but nothing has come out.
Exactly. Yeah, and also, I'm also afraid to lose the ability to take criticism, because no one, I mean, yeah, people criticize me, but like no one tells me what to do. I come here, and if I want to take off my pant and work in my without pants, I'm able to do so. And I'm afraid that if I work for myself for 10 years and then I go back into a business and there's a boss telling me, hey, please don't come to work with a cap, I'm like, why? I don't want to lose the ability to being an employee. So that's why it's also good to have a boss somewhere else who tells me what to do.
But if I understand you, I think you don't want, you want to be challenged, as you said. Because some people, they are like active and they are so quick deciding and doing so many things. Because you always want to do something. Is that also, are you the type of person that you always want to do something to challenge? How do your parents talk about it? How do they feel?
Yeah, I think I'm hard to handle, like, because I'm very quick at doing stuff, too quick sometimes. Like, if I decide I want to paint the walls pink, I want to paint them pink right now. Sometimes this is a good quality, but sometimes this is a very bad quality. And I think my parents are annoyed about the bad qualities. If I say, okay, now I want to pick up playing the guitar, I will order the guitar, I will sign into the classes, and 1 week later I realize, okay, maybe the guitar is not my thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it is the quality of my personality that has brought me here, because I was like, I'm stringing my own rackets, and I did it a week later. And I was like, okay, I'm doing my shop, and I did it a few months later. But yeah, it's also
I think
strong
it's
sometimes.
good. There is an advantage and disadvantage,
Definitely,
right?
yeah.
Because you are smart, it has brought you to this far. But maybe some people at your age, they are still there. They don't even know what they should do. But you jumped in at the age of 16 years, and now because of your fasted, you are here. So You have kind of balance.
I think
But
so.
how do you handle this when you are married then? You just like, I don't know, did your girlfriend understand you when you...
I'm single, so I don't have to struggle the privilege yet. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I was asked in a I had a television interview when I opened the store here, and the woman asked me in the end, how does your woman of the dream look like? Is she like as active as you are? And I was like, no, the opposite. I mean, if I was as active as I am, and then my other half was also as active as I am, or even more, it would be too much. So
Fire.
yeah. So it would be. I need some opposite of myself. Someone who tells me, hey, come on, we'll go on holiday for 2 weeks and let's just relax and turn off our phones. Yeah. So I'm hoping to find that.
Find that. You haven't found one yet.
No. I mean, you find and you lose and you find.
Well, maybe then you have to change a little bit your style.
Maybe.
Maybe you know, having time talking, but
yeah. No, but I definitely didn't have time, and it wouldn't have been okay to myself to have a girlfriend at the time when I was super busy because there was not enough time. And now I'm starting to feel like, okay, I think time's there. Yeah, time's there.
Okay.
So
I
let's see.
think women need time,
That's it.
So you have to. It's good that you have time.
There's
so
1 out of 8 billion people. It takes time to find it.
Yeah, but I'm sure the woman will do come. But maybe
I hope so. Yeah, we'll see.
Didn't they? I mean, when the Swiss TV make you interview, and if they know that you are single, like now, if I put it, I'm sure people will be coming to buy. They will just enter here because they hear that, yeah, that's good.
I hope so. I take notes on who came here to buy rackets.
You say, how did you find this place?
Yeah.
That's good. So if I have to ask you one more question, did you really sell a lot? Do you think that it's working? Do you think that you need some support, more advert, or do you think that I sell enough to pay all my bills? If there's some struggling or challenging.
I mean, now we have this shop for 1.5 years, so like the fear of losing everything has kind of gone down a little bit. I don't think that we're doing anything wrong. I also don't think that we do everything perfect. I think the numbers are okay. I can sleep well at night at this time. Even now that it's January, we have so much expenses and so little amount of customers. But the only thing that I'm kind of missing is the understanding of quality and maybe also of passion, because we are very small. I'm very young. I haven't had this company for a long time, and we're competing against companies which make billions. Like for real, the biggest tennis competitor, they make so much money, and the customer comes in this store. Maybe he even knows my story. He even knows how much time and passion I spent into this project, and then sometimes they have sometimes they come in and they say, okay, but why is this racket 305, but the competitor sells this for 300, and I'm like, okay, I think the value is not always seen. This is the only thing that really
disturb you.
Yeah, disturbs me. Yeah.
And I mean, when the big company have something and you just start 1.5 year, I think people have to understand that every penny counts. Is that also? You can't compare yourself to the big company, those, because here is small and you started fresh, so you need more.
Yeah, that's it.
They have sell things and many years, and you just start.
Yeah, the thing is, they come here because they enjoy ourselves, because they enjoy talking in Swiss German to us, because they know if there's a problem they can come in any time and we'll solve it. But they kind of accept the price of the competitors, whereas if you text them an email, they will not reply for 2 weeks. They will not pay Swiss salaries, but maybe German salaries. They will not ship from Switzerland, but from Germany. So it's like you expect the quality that we give for the price of somebody else who doesn't have the same quality. So that's really something I need to learn. But also, if I look at myself, I'm the same. I mean, in the end, I don't want to be this kind of person going in a shop and saying, okay, but why is it so much more expensive than here? But still I chose to go there because I enjoy maybe the location, maybe the interior, maybe the person working there. Yeah, sometimes it's super hard to be like rational, but I think I've become so much better customer since I'm a seller. Yeah, so I think now I'm a good customer.
That's good. But they still have people that encourage you. Is that also?
Yeah, definitely. There's people who support me. They come in, I tell them my story, and they're like, "Oh, this is so nice. Here, take $20, go have a coffee." There's both. Yeah, but always the negative emotions stay last longer than the positive emotions, unfortunately.
I think your life is a challenge. I hope and pray that people will really look up to you. You know, I respect you a lot. Hearing this, that you was just playing tennis and you pick something that I don't want to spend 50 francs. I want to do something for myself. And this thing has brought you this far. You see, so it's not everybody's. There are some people, the chance is just in front of them, but they kind of miss it. But you didn't miss it. So I'm sure you are going to get better and better and better. You know, because everyone that have, you know, is smart. That thing that, oh, this penny, there are some people, when they are spending 50, they don't care. But still they don't have. But you think, no, I'm not going to do this. You know, but I think that, how is your family? I mean, you are not from a poor family.
No, my family is doing good, yeah. That's also a bit my luck because my dad's self-employed. So sometimes he could give me advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
To go on to do something.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
why don't you want to work with your father, for example, if your father is...
I don't know, I mean, it was an option. But I think I wouldn't succeed there because I'm not a businessman, but I'm a passionate tennis player.
So this company is not working because I'm very good at marketing or very good at selling, but because when I look at rackets, I see myself holding it.
So if I was in a different business, probably it wouldn't work out.
So what I want to ask you, how do you see yourself 10 years to come from now? 10 years from now, how do you see yourself having wife, children, shop, daddy? How do you see
10 years from now, I'm 32. I think I'm not a dad yet. I think I'm a husband though. And I think I will be still working like crazy because I love it. But I hope that I will have the opportunity to have a job which fulfills me, just like now. And also a job which allows me to maybe sometimes take a Wednesday off but work on Sunday, and then sometimes work on Saturday but take Friday off. So I hope that I will be still very flexible and free. And I think that's where I see myself, yeah.
So do you think 10 years from now this shop will be bigger? Do you have some dreams for this shop?
If I was rational, I think 10 years from now, I will not have to shop anymore.
And you don't want to continue?
No, it's not that I don't want to, but maybe it doesn't fulfill me anymore because also tennis is a very small market in the end. Maybe I will sell my company, maybe I will just go on but not work here anymore and do something else, but maybe this is really what I will do for the next 50 years. I don't think so because I think I'm too young to have found my job for the rest of the life. So rationally seen, I think this is not the end.
So this one is just now, you know, this season.
Yeah, this is for the next. I mean, we have this store for at least 4 other years, and then what happens after this time, I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Well, it's better. Sometimes it's better you don't need to know. Yeah. So if people want to find you, you know, tell us how the people can find you to come and buy the things in here.
We're selling to all of Switzerland, so we are on the internet on tennisfactory.ch. We are on all the social media platforms. I think the name is tennisfactory.ch everywhere. And I think the store is very well located because it's next to Glattzentrum, which is the most successful shopping mall, and it's right next to the train station in Wallisellen. Yes, and it's very well visible from the main street. Sometimes we hang some huge rackets outdoors, so you can see it better when you drive past. Yeah, so.
I also want to tell everybody who are watching us today that check Joel. He's doing very, very well. all he's saying is because of his passion has bring him this far, right? You didn't want to pay 50, you want to run, so support him to do well. Please try and check their website and come and help him. We are all going to do our best to help you.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you so much for having your time with me.
Yeah, sure, it was
really
fun talking to you.
it. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Wish you a best woman.
I hope so. We'll see.
A cool woman that makes friends for you.